As I'm sure most of you are aware, it has now been 1 week since the United States Capitol was violently stormed on January the 6th, while lawmakers were confirming the results of the presidential election. I personally believe that the evidence points to the legitimacy of the election results, but I know that many Americans do not feel that way. And it is within the right of every American to peacefully protest whether or not I agree with what is being protested. However, the violence last week at the seat of our democratic government was absolutely unacceptable, and it demands our accountability. And I agree with those of you who have been deeply impacted by it. Since some reports have suggested the possibility for further violent demonstrations within the next week, I am here today to remind each of us that the power for peace is in our hands. Hate does not belong in our country. Violence does not belong in our country. But people belong. People who are liberal and people who are conservative both belong. The United States is vast. I believe that our nation is big enough for people from all across the political spectrum to reason with each other, respect each other, and work together to make our country a safe place for everyone, for people from all walks of life, from different regions, from rural and urban areas, from both coasts and our vast plains in between, for people with different racial and cultural identities, for people who are liberal and for people who are conservative. I have heard some people suggest that violence is in the very DNA of this country, and we certainly have troubling aspects of our past and a legacy with which we are still contending today. But we are not destined to repeat the negative aspects of our history. We can make a better choice, but it is up to every single one of us. There are many serious challenges facing our nation right now. While citizens can advocate for reform, many people are not in direct positions with control over policy and implementation. This can make many people feel powerless in the face of issues such as racial justice, the economy, and the ongoing pandemic. However, we each have direct power over what we think, what we say, and what we do. Now more than ever, it is incumbent upon each one of us to use our words for dignity, not for dehumanization. To choose nonviolence in our thoughts, in our speech, and in our actions. If you are tempted by the path of violence, you can make a different choice. You can find a nonviolent way for your voice to be heard. Together, we can ensure a peaceful transition of power to uphold our democracy. Together, we can work towards making our country a safe space for everyone. Imagine an America where we use our words not to incite violence, but to inspire peace. That's the America I want. Peace.